All right, you two, we back with another one, man. And as y'all can see in front of me, I finally got my 19X back, man. Um, After about, I would say maybe about a month of waiting, I would say a little over a month. So what's that? Maybe 5 weeks. I got it back. Um, had sent it out to get some slide works done. Um, Wanted to get the optic cut for it and add some serrations. So with that being said, I ended up getting back a whole new look, man. Um, I'm rocking with it so far. I'm definitely loving it. And the company I dealt with was Maple Leaf Firearms. So shout out to them. YouTube. Before y'all try to go ahead and red flag this video, man, I'm not promoting the sales of any firearms or anything on my channel. Just simply letting my subscribers and my viewers know, options that are out there. But I'm in no way affiliated with this company. I'm not being paid by them. I'm not sponsored. Just letting my viewers know where I got the work done at. So please don't flag this video. Once again, like I said, man, disclaimer. I do not promote the sales of any firearms or anything on my channel, YouTube. I'm not promoting the sales of any firearms. I know that gets annoying, y'all, but I gotta do what I gotta do, man. Gotta keep bringing y'all this content. Ain't trying to get flagged. So yeah, like I said, man, just got my 19X back, and all I can say, man, is wow. I'm still actually processing it. I'm loving it. I just can't stop looking at it, man. It looks great. And I don't know if y'all could tell by the video, but they did had to Cerakote the entire slide because the finish would have had to been done in nitride, black nitride, which would have made my gun a two-tone color. Um, Basically a black slide, and then the FDE frame. And I didn't want that. I wanted to keep the factory look. And they said this was the closest they can get it to the OEM spec color that Glock does it from the factory. So with that being said, man, I'm actually liking this finish even more. Like I said, you probably won't be able to tell from the video that it's even any different from what I sent it out to be, but it is slightly different. The color is slightly darker. The slide, it really looks like that coyote brown now. Like if you thought it looked like that from the factory, this one kind of blows it out the park. I'm not gonna lie. This is my first time getting Cerakote work done, and like I said, man, phenomenal job. They did a great job. So definitely, once again, shout out to them, man. I believe the guy I dealt with, his name was Ryan, and he walked me through it because I didn't know what I was doing, man. I basically signed up for the package to get the serrations done, their optic package, package. My bad, man. My words is all messed up tonight. But like I said, the optic package basically, I know that's not necessarily what it's called, so forgive me for that. If you want to know the name of the package, I think it's the carry package. You have to go on their website and check it out. But the package that I got basically comes with the optic cut, slide cut for whatever optic specifically you want to mount on there. It mounts directly, so as y'all can see, there's no plate there whatsoever. So it includes the enhanced rear serrations, and I do notice that my serrations are much deeper on the back, which if you know, the 19X comes with only the rear serrations. Like the Gen 4 does not come with front serrations from the factory. These are much deeper cut. You probably won't be able to tell in the video, but these are much deeper, much easier to rack now. And also they add the front serrations for you. You can either get them angled or straight. I went with the straight because I wanted to make it look as factory as possible. So I'm much happier now because as you can see, I can finally rack off the front now. Y'all know without them front serrations, it could be a pain sometimes when your hand gets all sweaty. And if you like me and you press check and you rack off the front, it can get a little hard when you don't have serrations up there. So it's much easier like that. I'm really loving the serrations. They're deep. They didn't just cut them kind of like shallow. Like they're actually really, really deep cut. So I like that because it does add a much different experience now when you press checking and racking. I've been racking this thing all day, man, just trying to get it loosening up because I could tell the slide is a little stiff from the Cerakote job. I have heard stories about that, people saying when you get like a fresh Cerakote job that the slide gets stiff. So you got to kind of shoot it, kind of rack it, play around with it a little bit, kind of let it break in. Like I said, it's my first time ever getting Cerakote work done. So I had no idea. I had to do my research on that part. But yeah, man, like I said, they did a phenomenal job, man. The finish, like I said, this camera just not going to do it justice, but the finish is phenomenal. Phenomenal. It actually is like close to OEM spec. Like it looks like it looks like the gun came like this. Like if I didn't tell y'all that I got this work done, y'all probably would have just thought I had a MOS 19X, the newer one, with just the optic on there. But you would not be able to tell if I didn't say anything. And I also added the high sights because I wasn't gonna be able to use the factory steel sights, the night steel sights, the Glock night sights that are steel to come on the 19X. I wasn't gonna be able to use them, so I opted in to just get the suppressor sights, the high sights. I don't really do high sights like that. I don't mind them. I mean, I do got them on my Glock 32. Um, so I just went with the blacked out front and rear because as y'all can see, I'm running the optic on here and I do have a flashlight on here. So there's really no need for me to get, colored tritium or fiber optic when I already have a green dot on there. Because in my opinion, it's just gonna get in the way of it. And I'm still learning this whole green dot thing, this whole red dot, green dot, whatever you want to call it. I'm still getting the hang of the optic stuff. So I really don't need, anything kind of interfering. I'd rather just be able to focus on the dot when I go to the range and I have to worry about the like I said, the colored sights getting in the way, like a tritium or like a fiber optic orange or green sight. I don't really want that. So that's why I just went for the like I said, the blacked out rear and front. And a lot of people probably won't agree with that, but they co-witness just fine, as you can see right here. Like the camera once again doesn't do justice, but it co-witnesses perfectly. Like I said, they did a great job, man. Can't even complain. I'll show you the packaging real quick while we here. Packaging was phenomenal as well. Cannot complain, man. I give these guys 110%. So here's the packaging right here. Let's see, let me get the box open. So this is what it looks like when they sent it to me. And as you can see right here, Maple Leaf Firearms. My fault. Had to pick that up real quick. So basically, they sent me like this. If you ever want to send back another order, you just return this card with them. So I like that. Basically, a quick little thank you card. Basically letting you know that their value. They're grateful that you're a customer. I appreciate that. But man, what really blew me away was this packaging. This thing came in here, double padded. That was on top. On top of that, on top of the slide came in there, as you can see. And then I really like this, man. I like the little emblem right there, the company logo. That looks pretty cool. But what really blew me away was this, believe it or not. I know a lot of y'all probably gonna be like, yeah, like who cares? But they send you this little tin foil with your factory screws. These are the screws that the Hollison came with, but they use their own reinforced screws, so I like that. And then as you can see, they send you this little bag with your factory sights on here. If you do decide to opt out and change, they basically send everything back. Like whatever you send them that you can't use, they'll just pack it up in a bag and just send it right back to you. And then you can see their little business card right there. I like that. And I like the whole Run RDS. If you get the memo, then it's supposed to basically be like the Run DMC sign, but Run RDS. I like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I know it's careless. Y'all probably could care less about the packaging, but I am big on packaging, man. So, I just figured I'd show you all real fast. But like I said, man, this thing looks great. It feels great. It feels much better being able to rack. Like I said, it just all around like top tier package in my opinion. I didn't want to do too much. I was gonna do the porting and all of that, but I really didn't want to add any unnecessary port jobs. I mean, I've been hearing a lot of people saying that when you do port your gun up top or even from the sides, like side ports or front ports, um, when you shoot, they say that the casing shears off. The bullet casing shears off and it shoots out sometimes shreds from the holes. I don't know how true that is. I've heard some people say it. But I really don't need ports, man. This gun is a flat shooter as is. I know they have the ramjet for it, um, but I don't. Like I said, I'm not trying to do too much, man. I'm trying to keep this gun as factory as possible. Um, I've contemplated for the longest to get the optic cup for it, man. I've been saying that on my videos for months now, probably actually a few years at this point. Up until this point, while this video is being filmed, I might have been saying it for well over at least 2 years that I was gonna get the optic cut done. I just kept going back on my word because I wasn't sure, going back and forth on my word because I wasn't sure if I was really gonna do it or not. But I mean, in all honesty, man, I'm happy I went through with it because, like I said, it doesn't make the Glock look much different. If you're looking at it, it just looks like a factory Glock with an optic, some high sights, and a flashlight. Some grip tape on there. But that's what I want. I don't want nothing too crazy. Slightly to stand out from the rest, but also kind of blend to where like I don't want no crazy slide cuts or really no need to be shaving unnecessary weight off the slide because that's just gonna make the gun snappier. And like I said, this gun shoots beautifully from the factory. A lot of people talk about the 45. This is basically a 45, just FDE, and it comes with the nice sights where the 45 doesn't. You know what I mean? But otherwise, they share pretty much all the same characteristics with the full size grip and the 19 slide. So I like that because I feel like that's like the ultimate combo with this bigger grip. 17 grip, you're able to get a much better purchase, much better grip on the gun when you shoot. And I think that that absorbs a lot of the recoil. I mean, I feel like this is the flattest shooting gun I've ever had, even more flatter than my Echelon comp. And I know a lot of people have been saying that they been going head to head with the Radiant on here, opposed to the Echelon with the comp. But for me, I don't know, man. I feel like this is just a flat shooter. Maybe it's just because I'm used to shooting this more than any other gun I've ever had, and that could be so. The reason why I feel like the 19X is a flat shooter overall out of all the guns I've ever owned. But yeah, man, just wanted to show y'all real quick. Like I said, man, Maple Leaf Firearms, man. If y'all thinking about doing any work with them, like I said, I'm not affiliated with them YouTube, and like I said, I don't promote the sales of firearms, and I'm not promoting any sales. Just letting my viewers, my subscribers know where I got the work done at. But I'm in no way affiliated with them in any kind of way, form, or fashion. So just want to throw that out there once again, one more time before I drop the video. But yeah, man, if y'all thinking about it, man, like I said, phenomenal work. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only person on here that did a video about them. They do great work. If I ever need any work done on this gun or any other guns in the future, I'll definitely be dealing with them for sure, man. But I'll give y'all one last look. As y'all can see, just made the gun look so different with just a few minor touches, man. I'll give y'all one more rack. And YouTube, we've been clear throughout the whole video. I don't even have a mag in here, so please, no need to safety check because I literally did it the whole video. So we are clear. Nothing to see there, man. But yeah, if y'all want to know anything else, man, just hit me up in the comments, man. Otherwise, I'm going to catch you on the next video. Y'all be safe out there, man.